Tunza Sports is an academy that we have set up in the rural areas of Kenya so that we can bring the sport that is very difficult to spread out of the capital, and so that we can have the talent that's down in the rural areas brought back to feed into the country. And also it is to improve the living standards of the community through sports, because a lot of sports has really improved their standard of living as a way of life. So Tunza Sports Academy encompasses passion and compassion, passion for the sport and compassion for those who may not be having, they're not privileged in their lives. Yeah. Tunza Sports started in 2017. It's been in running, just baby steps since then, and now we are getting to a phase where we are already, the kids that we started with are going to high school. Our first batch is going to high school, but it's always been just for the girls. We just experimented and started with the girls, but now we've reached a step where we are bringing boys into the picture. So it's been in running for 2 years, and it's going faster than we have actually planned for it.
Tunza, we know the Kenyan Hockey Union is trying to do its best to develop hockey from the grassroots, but the union alone will never achieve this. So people have to come up with different initiatives. So that's one of the reasons we have Tunza, and we try to roll it out down to the grassroots, not only in the city, because this initiative from the Kenyan Hockey Union and the Nairobi Hockey, they only do it in Nairobi. But then someone has to take it down to Kisumu, someone has to take it to Mombasa, Kisii, Lodwar, Samburu, everywhere. So, and also you can't depend on the Kenya Hockey Union to be looking out for sponsorships everywhere. So we had a good, we were lucky to have Raquel because she has contacts. She does most of her things in the US of it, and she's able to get equipment. So when it comes down here, we don't just leave it in Nairobi. So we have to take it down to the grassroots. Most of us started hockey in high school when we joined Form 1. That was the first time we actually saw the hockey stick. So it's not easy to compete with teams like Egypt and South Africa and in most European countries where kids start doing their hockey when they're 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, so we took up this challenge, and we hope that it will be good for Kenya hockey.
This program, we've started it, I think it is now 6 years, and it has not been easy, but at least we thank God for where we are now, and the kids are still coming. We started when the kids were not many, but at least now we can see they are coming.
In many Western countries or more developed countries, they're trying to bring in programs that can help kids master the skills of hockey. Hockey is a difficult game, very technical, and with very strange rules that you have to play the game in a certain way. And we find that younger kids, most women or men who are playing in the Olympics are younger, which means kids have to start very early. But our traditional equipment is sometimes not conducive for the beginners. Like in the USA where I coach, we find that kids are buying very expensive sticks. The next day they lose them, or they get most injuries because the ball is so hard and they still don't know how to hit the ball. So they're introducing these softer sticks, softer balls, bigger, to help with improve the skills of dribbling, for example, and just not being afraid to handle the ball. So I traveled with a couple just to test and see how our kids will respond to them. And if they respond well, then maybe encourage that our development programs should incorporate those, kids, sort of kids conducive equipment?
For the kids, one, you have to introduce them to the sticks and the balls. You see, we are using a bigger ball and a very light plastic sticks to make it easier for them to get the concept. How do you hold the ball? How do you pass the ball? How do you... We are not into hitting at the moment. It's just about passing and dribbling. Position. How do you position your feet? How do you hold the stick and how do you move? And vision also. How are you able to move left, right? Yeah, so we don't really go much into fitness. Fitness will come in later. But kids have to grasp the game first. How do you hold? The most important thing. How do you put your feet together? Because the moment you learn that when you're young, then that's how you'll grow with it.
Pole pole. Angalia juu. Wewe.
Take your time. Take your time. Hiya!
Today we are in collaboration with Nairobi Development, which I don't know how long they've been doing their development program, but we never used to have this many years back. So it's really encouraging. And also on social media, if you see, a lot of people are starting their programs in whatever pockets or corner of the country that they're in. So it looks good. I think everyone just needs support, and hockey is very expensive. So everyone who's starting a program, they just need the support with the equipment. Well, I have a lot of veterans, those who've played the game, want to do something, they want to give back to the sport, but they don't have the means to have the proper equipment to play. And everywhere that anyone has ever gone in this country to start hockey, there's been a lot of response. Kids come, adults come, the youth come. So it's not that people don't want to play hockey, it's just a very expensive sport. But I believe if people give back and give back in terms of equipment, a lot of people will develop the younger kids for the future.
It's so sad that actually, I think it's only Wazalendo Hockey Club which has development right from the grassroots, and they are able to build their players. And you can see they started this like 5-6 years ago, but we can see the results now. Very soon Wazalendo will be top, and I'm sure if they go to play even out of the country, they'll be one of those clubs you can look up to, because this group, they mature together, they're nurtured together, so there's that bond, there's that brotherhood, there's that spirit de corps. So we need to start at each and every club at least should try and have an under 18 at least, or maybe they should support a school near them. Yeah, they should try and support a school near the playing grounds they have. That will really help in bringing the standards of hockey to a high level. Okay, with the Tunza, we really appreciate for what they've done for us, because at least they've given us sticks and balls. And these balls are not the same like the other balls which we normally use them. At least for the kids, they will have something to do with those balls. Okay, what I can encourage other clubs to do, at least let us start this program from down. At least when they are 15 or 16, we will not have problem. Even for the under 15, under 21, under 16, we won't have any problem. Okay, yeah. The future, the problem we have is most of them are in class 7 and 6. So after class 8, they go to secondary school. After secondary school, maybe some of them in that school, there is no hockey. And then maybe after school, when they come back again, it's like we are starting again from zero. Yeah, so at least I think what the Kenya Union should do, let us encourage these kids. At least when you give them something they appreciate, like Tunza, you see what they've done for us? We've really appreciated. I wish KHU can do this even for these kids.
at the end of the year, we appreciate them, upcoming player, you know, the way they improve, it will help us. Because even parents are sacrificing, bringing these kids here every Saturday. It's not easy. Yeah.
Right now for Nairobi, they do it every week. So in Kisumu, we do it like 3 times a week because we run it in a school. So every evening we send a coach down there, and in a free weekend I have to go there also to see how the project is run. So it's not easy because of the distance and stuff like that. Yeah, but if you run it in a school and you get a good teacher who can be able to help out, like we run one in Trata Primary School. We have a teacher who loved hockey. He never played hockey before, but he got the interest, and we've been coaching him also, and he's doing well. So he's able to do it every evening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.